Hi, it's Mick Walsh here again from www.songcriticeusa.com. I'm just going to talk about now the importance of getting feedback on your song if you don't work with someone. Now, quite often I work in collusion with another songwriter. Sometimes I don't, and there's neither that I prefer, more than the other. Sometimes I like the freedom of just having a free rein and coming up with my own ideas. But if I was honest, over and above, I'm probably better in collaboration. So this is partly why I offer the songwriting critique. As I said in previous videos, it's really important that your song is absolutely perfect by the time you send it out to people. Doesn't matter how many times you rework it or who you bounce it off or anything. As long as that person you bounce it off knows what they're talking about. I mean, you're going to get a great kind of reaction probably from your mom and friends, but you need somebody who understands musicality and appreciates commercial success. So songs can change. So right from the beginning of a song, right to the end of a song, the song can change dramatically. So I'm going to talk about today how the song Dirty Cash came about and how it changed in the studio. Long one short, excuse me, I've got a really bad cold. Long one short, I just got divorced from my first wife, and I was looking for a recording studio in which to do the recordings for my artists. Because with the money, I started my own record label, which in the 80s was very easy to do and could be quite lucrative. So somebody told me about this guy called Steve Vincent, who had a studio in Bedfordshire. I went out to see him. He really liked my stuff. And after the session, when I've been recording with one of my artists, he said to me, would you help me to write a song that I have? So I said, yeah, sure, by all means. So he gave me the song, and it was basically just some chords over some beats and maybe a bass or something. But it did have that hooky sax line that everybody knows from Dirty Cash. So at the time, it was a late September day, and it was still kind of like warm. And I was driving back to my house in Stevenage in my Triumph Spitfire sports car, which I was very proud of. And I had the song blaring, and for some reason, Steve said that he wanted the song to be about something controversial. And for some reason, money came into my mind. I'd never really had much of it. So I got to sing about money talks, money talks. I came home, I remember writing it on the floor of my apartment, the floor of my flat in England, and it took about 20 minutes. Now all the lyrics that you hear in the song, that's about 20 minutes. The melody took me a little bit longer, and then that was refined when we went back to the studio, which I'll explain now. I called Steve up, and I was really excited about the idea, sang it to him over the phone. He said that he was going to get a singer to come in from America the next day, and could I come over and develop it that night? So I got in my car, went back. I mean, this is all within a space of maybe 2 hours from him giving me it with nothing on to me getting in the car and going back. So I came back and we started working long into the night. Some of my lyrics got changed or got ditched and new ones got put in. I mean, that's the beauty about collaboration. And then we came to the chorus, and I'm going to sing you what the original chorus was. Now I'm going to use Dizzy Rascal's karaoke because I can't find a backing track, and I can't be bothered to do one basically. So this is kind of like what the chorus sounded like before we refined it. So it's a little high for me, and I've got a cold, so bear with me. Money talks, money talks, dirty money, and it's talking to me now. Money talks, dirty money, and it's talking to me now. So that was the original chorus. Money talks, dirty money, and it's talking to me now. Money talks, dirty money, and it's talking to me now. My throat is killing me. So we kind of worked with that for a while, and it was the last part of the song to change. And we started working on it. It was Steve really who said that this is not quite as tight, although that chorus is not bad. It was something missing from the whole song. We had the sax, a little riff down. We had loads of other little riffs going on, little counter melodies. We had the lyrics tightened up. We made it kind of like a little controversial, a little funky and everything. But there was something missing in the chorus, which Steve was the first one to spot. So we threw it backwards and forwards. And gradually it changed from Dirty Money, and Steve came up with the idea, well, why don't we change it to Dirty Cash? Which at first I wasn't too enamored with, because basically I'd spent a little bit of ego. I'd spent all this time working on Dirty Money. But once I'd accepted that, we changed it and switched it around till eventually we came up with the chorus. Let me try and sing it again. I'm sure you're gonna know it, if my voice will let me. The chorus, which everybody recognises. Money talks,
Listen,
money talks,
get money.
Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you. Oh, money
Don't
talks,
stop. Yeah.
money
Don't
talks.
stop.
Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you. Oh. Excuse me, a little bit pitchy there, but you get the idea. And as soon as we did it, we both kind of looked at each other and said, "That's it. That's what we need." So that was a song, kind of written to a much better degree than when it first started. And again, by the time we'd done this, maybe 6 hours had gone by, and it was like early in the morning. The next thing was the singer came in the next day. She sang it. And even in the studio, you'll find that Steve and I used to always sit in together. Well, he was the producer. But I used to always sit in on as many sessions as I can, because something's come to you. A singer will sing something and give you like a throwaway ad-lib kind of line. And you think, oh, good, we can maybe use that. So that's how it came about. Before you do that, though, I have to stress, before you get a singer into the studio and they're not part of the songwriting process, very important that you get them to sign a song waiver, because there have been numerous kind of court battles where people have sued people because they came up with a line, etc. So it's very important that your singer understands. Sometimes, I mean, a lot of the time you don't use any of the ad-libs that a singer comes up with, but occasionally you might get a little bit of something that you adapt and make it work. So that's it. So that's the reason for this video blog, was basically just to give you an idea of how important it is to realize that a song is constantly changing. And if we'd have taken that original song with the Dirty Money chorus, which is the original chorus, to the record companies, and the record company eventually signed it, we would have got rejected. As it was, we got rejected by maybe 12 record companies, until we finally settled with Mercury. I say settled. But they gave us the deal, and from there, it kind of like, the rest is history, as they say. But okay, so that was it. So that's the second of these videos. Next video, I'm going to talk about actually putting a song together and music theory. One of the questions, again, that I'm often asked is, how much music theory do you need to know to write a song? So I'll answer that in the next video. Thanks a lot. This has been Mick Walsh, and signing off. www.songcritiqueusa.com. All right, take care. Bye-bye.